Hi there guys, it's Chris here with selfmadenewbie.com, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about copywriting, how to get into copywriting, what the best method to learn copywriting is, and how you can get into making money with copywriting. So before we get into that, it really helps out the channel if you drop a like on this video, hit subscribe and turn on that bell if you want to be updated with new videos coming out like this all the time that are going to help you to find success online. So I often talk about different ways to make money online, and it's my opinion that there are only really half a dozen ways and a whole bunch of shiny objects that are probably not really gonna help you. So one of the ways is freelancing. So freelancing is basically when you sell a skill online for money, okay? And preferably if you can find a high income skill, you can sell that on a retainer to businesses. Generally, you can charge anywhere from $2,000 upwards, sometimes $10,000 a month retainer, if you're good at that high income skill and if you're delivering value to businesses. Now, I just want to draw your attention to your screen right now where you can see just what I'm talking about. So those are two payments made for copywriting services, B2B copywriting services, and the first payment is for only 2 clients, and this is monthly as well, and then the next payment is after onboarding a 3rd client. So with just 3 clients, it's roughly £7,000 or about $9,000 US a month for copywriting. For each client, roughly spending 3 to 4 hours a week doing the work that they need. So 3 clients times 4 hours, it's like 12 hours a week for roughly £7,000. So how are you able to do this? Well, it's selling high income skills. Skills that are high income are generally skills that are scarce, or skills that are able to make a lot of money for a company, okay, which is how I more so like to think about it, right? So skills like web design, programming in all of its forms, in all of its languages, but also sales and marketing. And within sales and marketing and how I made the money that I just showed you, there are jobs like copywriting. Now, copywriting might not be as hard as programming in JavaScript or Python or whatever, but what copywriting does do is it's in the sales and marketing arena. If you're good at copywriting, you're able to make more money for a company. So if you're able to make a company an extra $20,000 a month through your copy, through your emailing, then they're not going to have any problems paying you an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month, okay? Now, the reason I like copywriting is because of that low barrier of entry. If I wanted to become a coder or programmer, I probably need to spend 2 to 3 years studying, whereas copywriting, I'm kind of already halfway there. I know how to write, I know how to use email, I even know a little bit of persuasion and psychology. Maybe you did Psychology 101 in high school, it's a low barrier of entry because most people already have some of the skills that are required to be a copywriter. They're probably just lacking in areas of persuasion, simplistic writing, writing as a whole, really, tying things together, getting your point across, which just comes with practice. And it's practice that is not as difficult as something like web design, illustration design, or programming. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see that I often talk about this strength to sales model, and I've even put the freelancing method to make money online into the strength to sales model, and it does actually line up really, really well. So you can see it on your screen right now. So let's just work backwards. So are you going to be able to sell? Yes. Well, how do we know that? Well, because copywriting is a sought after skill. It's a skill in the sales and marketing arena or area, and businesses are always going to want to improve on that because sales are what makes the world go round in a business, so to speak. So if you become a good copywriter, good copywriting, good sales emails, good sales pages, social media selling, that's always going to be a thing that businesses want to utilize. So the traffic is there, or I should say the need is there, or the pain point is there. Because the thing with businesses that are already successful and already making money is that they realize that it's not just about making another sale, it's about how can they free up their time. So what happens with successful businesses in order to free up time, because they realize time is money, is they have to delegate, or they prefer to delegate to specialists. If you're a specialist in copywriting, if you're able to make them money when they don't have to do any extra work, it's a no-brainer for them to pay you. So as we work back to the top of the strength to sales model, you might be thinking, well, I don't have a strength in copywriting. So what are you going to do? Well, as I said before, you're already probably halfway there or further along than you think. If you've ever written anything before, are you able to write? If you've ever convinced someone to do something before, you're already partway there. As I said, it's not like you're learning a programming language. It's not like you're trying to learn an entire platform. Like, if you're doing design, you don't have to learn that Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator series, which could take, months. You probably just need to bone up on your persuasion, understanding cognitive biases, creating a file where you can, save different copy examples. You can get a lot of copy examples from, great books. From the top of my head, Persuasion by Robert Cialdini, that's a great one. And putting together a file of copy that you can refer to when you are doing your work. So really, in order to build strength in it, it's probably, out of all the high income skills, the lowest barrier of entry. Also, in my opinion, it's super interesting to learn about copy and learn about persuasion, because being good at persuasion, being good at selling, being good at triggering cognitive biases, being good at pulling on the emotional strings of people and getting them to do something, for me, that's like mega interesting. And it can help you in all areas of life, from not only, selling online and doing your copywriting work, but also building relationships, networking, even dating. So tying it back in, going back forwards, you can learn the strength if you find the correct training and the correct or the best people teaching it, and where you can get the best instruction. Then you can apply that to, any business in any niche, because the pain point of wanting to make more money exists for literally every business on the planet. So right now, the bottleneck for a lot of you is going to be, okay, I believe it. I believe copywriting works. I want to get into copywriting. I want to get paid $5,000 to $10,000 and upwards per month. Great. So your bottleneck is you need to learn. So where would I recommend learning? Well, in my opinion, I've done a lot of copywriting study. I've read books, and my favorite place is Hustlers University. Hustlers University is a Discord community / university or training, where one of the main things they teach is copywriting from start to finish. Not only learning how to be good at copywriting, not only building up your, I want to say, file of facts of, different copywriting examples. There's tons of material in there, but also teaches you from the beginning to signing your first client on a retainer, as I've shown you, I've managed to do pretty quickly. So Hustlers University also teaches, basically all of the different methods, or the half a dozen methods to making money online. So there's also affiliate marketing that you can learn. There's also Amazon FBA. There's also e-commerce. There's also crypto investing, and there's crypto calls that you can follow. There's also investing, personal finance, and also trading in the stock market. So it's a massive community. There's nothing really There's nothing like it out there, basically. And the people teaching it, they're all experts in their field. So it's not just one guy's program. It's like multiple professors teaching in what they're good at, okay? And each one of them, multi-millionaires, real proven entities that you're learning from. I always say, why do you want to learn from someone who's, just seems to have subject knowledge? Why not just beeline it to the guy making, $10 million a year and just learn from him? And that's really what you're getting with Hustlers University. The reason I'm emphasizing it for copywriting, though, even though they teach many different things, I think copywriting is probably the strength of the entire program. From, chatting to people in there and, seeing the results of most people, if they're not making a lot of money in the crypto side, most newbies who are starting off with no money, but they do have time to put into educating themselves and learning, most of the people that I've seen are actually making money quickest from going down the copywriting route. And when I say copywriting route, I mean basically when you sign up, you're given kind of a questionnaire as to, you know, how much time you have, how much money you have, and it kind of puts you on the right path, and then you just start following it step by step, you know, through the tutorials, learning how to be good at copy, becoming an expert, all the way to finding, you know, your first client and getting on that first retainer. So most people, because they start off broke but they do have time, they are recommended to go down the copywriting route, and a lot of people are finding success with that. The people who've created Hustlers University have also realized that most people are going down the copywriting path, so they've put a lot more into it, and that's why a lot more people are succeeding with it. I'm not saying the e-commerce side and the freelancing side and the affiliate marketing side aren't good as well. You can learn a hell of a lot in there. I'm just saying that I've noticed most of the success coming out of the copywriting side, which is why I'm recommending it. So I'm not going to talk about Hustlers University too much in this video, but click the link in the description and you can go, and I do a full walkthrough and review of Hustlers University, so you can learn exactly what to expect inside and exactly what I've just touched on there a little bit. So if you want to get into copywriting, in a nutshell, that is my advice. If you are starting from ground zero, your bottleneck is on the strength building. Build that strength. It won't take you too long. You can get started right away, and Hustlers University will get you from building that strength to finding your first client, so you can make a couple of nice monthly paychecks like I showed you as well. All right guys, so if you found value in this video, drop a like, subscribe, any questions in the comments. I do reply to everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.